tourism industry is regarded as a non-smoking industry since it has been directly benefited to the development of state's economy, can generate foreign revenues, create job and investment opportunities, and direct and indirect flow of income to all walks of life. Therefore, all the government eyes on tourism as a tool for inclusive development of a country. Due to devastating COVID-19 pandemic, ASEAN tourism is one of the hardest hit economic sector, and all the ASEAN member states have had huge sufferings on their respective economies and impacted on socio-economies of the whole ASEAN people. In the tourism sector, ASEAN member states have been cooperating to implement the ASEAN Tourism Promotion and Marketing activities through ASEAN Tourism Strategic Plan 2016 to 2025. Soon after the World Health Organization had announced the COVID-19 as a global pandemic, Special ASEAN Tourism Ministers meeting on COVID-19 was hosted by Secretary General of ASEAN on 29 April 2020. All the ASEAN tourism ministers shared their respective preparations to respond in order to mitigate and revive the regional tourism industries during the pandemic.
The said special meeting shared views and recommendations on the areas of regional strategies, public-private partnership, joint tourism marketing and promotion, safety and well-being, travel facilitation, connectivity, technology, and strengthen cooperation with dialogue partners and international organizations. As this is the pandemic period, the ASEAN tourism sector has strengthened the ASEAN Tourism Crisis Communication Team, which has been acting as the focal point in the tourism sector to coordinate with the relevant sectoral bodies under the ASEAN regarding the crisis.
During the ASEAN Tourism Forum 2022 hosted by Cambodia in January 2022, ASEAN tourism ministers officially announced the international tourism community that ASEAN tourism is reopened to be more inclusive, sustainable, and resilient.
All the ASEAN member states will foster in the preparations to receive back international tourists to the region in terms of destination cleanliness and management, reskilling and upskilling of tourism professionals to ensure the quality services in accord with new normal guidelines and standards enacted by respective member states and entry regulations. I would like to provide some information on what ASEAN is doing for the regional initiatives regarding the tourism. As we are promoting ASEAN as a single tourism destination, ASEAN will accelerate joint tourism promotion and marketing efforts for the whole region as per the ASEAN Tourism Marketing Strategy 2021-2025. ASEAN is now under process to develop the regional safe travel stamp based on the adopted ASEAN guidelines on health and safety for professionals and communities in the tourism industry. Moreover, ASEAN will continue cooperation with +3 countries such as China, Japan, and the Republic of Korea, India, the Russian Federation under the respective tourism cooperation frameworks. In addition, the ASEAN tourism sector will continue to extend cooperation with tourism-related private sectors and development partners.
Welcome to Myanmar.
Since the beginning of the pandemic, the government has introduced COVID-19 Economic Relief Plan. In addition, the tourism sector has been offered license fees exemption, deferment of taxes and rent payments, and provision of soft loan. The ministry has reduced the rental fees for the government-owned hotels, including granting the deferred payments of rental fees and exempted the license fees extension for the hotels, travel agencies, and tour guides.
To address the impacts of COVID-19 pandemic on Myanmar tourism sector, Myanmar Tourism Strategic Recovery Roadmap (MTSRR) 2021-2025 has been developed, and it is comprised of 18 strategies and 93 specific actions in order to achieve immediate, medium, and long-term goals for strong recovery of our tourism industry. As a follow-up implementation of Myanmar Strategic Recovery Roadmap, MDSRR, the Ministry of Hotels and Tourism has been implementing Entending Myanmar Health and Safety Protocol, which aims to certify the COVID-19 safe services endorsement to businesses in hotel and tourism sectors. The purpose is to build visitors' confidence through the provision of safe services in Myanmar. The ministry has also launched the Entending Myanmar Health and Safety Protocol website. The online e-visa service for business visa applications has resumed since 1st April 2022. Moreover, with an aim to develop tourism sector and to have a harmonized tourism with the neighboring countries, e-tourist visa applications will be allowed and accepted from 15th May 2022.
Tourism sector is the key driving force for recovery of economic development in the region. So it is an important of solidarity among the member states and to sustain and continue our spiritual cooperation to enhance the socio-economic of the people of ASEAN and global community.